how much would you spend for the perfect gaming audio? $50? $100? Maybe $300? To heck with the gaming headsets, right? Let's get a pair of headphones, and how about we spend $1,000? Still not good enough for you, Mr. Fancy Pants? How about we kick it up a notch to $2,500? I can't keep up with you. How about the Audeze LCD-5s? Popping these open, well, these guys are $4,500. Okay, I'm just gonna review this headset with this thing closed. I'm too stinking scared to even use them. I mean, seriously here, no joke. I was incredibly nervous to use this pair of headphones right here. I still am. I've been using them for quite a while, but I'm stinking nervous. Like, no joke. I'm trembling here, right? Yo, it comes with a pair of gloves. I seriously should have used these. I would have looked like that one dude. What is he on YouTube? All right, I tried. Nobody can do it as good as that guy, right? What else I'm gonna try at is covering these headphones as good as I can. As you see in the box, well, you get your headphones, then you get your wire right here. By the way, Audeze, this wire's a little bit long. I kinda wish it was a little bit shorter. I'm stinking nervous, so I'm gonna run over for my cable. The headphones are gonna rip off my head, and they're gonna fall on the ground. But again, looking at the headphones right here, you can see you got that little wood grain. Now, it is plastic out here, but you kinda got that wood grainish brown, black, as you can see, little Audeze branding, metal clamps over here. You got your metal adjustment arms, which is how it adjusts, and it's very firm in there actually. Now coming up to the top, you got real carbon fiber up here, guys, and then you got that metal or the leather headband, which again, that carbon fiber is going to reduce some of the weight. We know a lot of people have said, oh, these headphones are super heavy. Not right here. Now looking at these ear cups, you can see they're kind of like a little volcano hole right there, right? They kind of go in and then spread out. They're not flat on the top. What that is as far as the sound, so it's not sitting in there and really kind of just punching off those ear pads, locking into that little circle. It actually comes out and breathes out right there, kind of coming into your entire ear. And I want to touch deeper on that whenever we get into the sound, but focusing on like comfort and build right here. The first thing I want to show you is pulling out the scale and pulling out our LCD-2s, I believe these are called. I forget which ones these are. I want to put these on a scale, and they're lofty, but like I've always stated, when you put them on your head, they just wrap around your head, and again, the weight doesn't bother me, but we are getting 618 grams on the LCD-2s, I believe these are called. Now getting the LCD-5s over here, we're getting 618 over there. We are getting 438 grams. And no joke, clear as day, in the hand. Wow, this thing is incredibly lightweight. This thing feels like a stinking dumbbell. So just looking at all that right there, as far as the comfort, the build, no, I am not gonna do my stress test where I pull them apart. But again, combining all that with the comfort and everything, yo, they are so stinking cozy. Now again, going to my LCD-2s, I main these. I've been maining these for so long. And when I put these on my head, yo, they really don't bother me. Again, that leather headband goes around and wraps around my bald head, and it just pretty much sits there. The ear pads are super stinking plush. Now these ear pads here, they are soft and plush and everything, but with them being a little sharp on the edge, I feel them sitting against my head a little bit more. It's not uncomfortable, it's not painful, but again, I just feel that. Do they sound $4,500 worthy? So what I did here, I actually had to take some notes. I usually don't take too many notes, but some of the stuff, heck, I couldn't even pronounce, right? So as far as they're using fluxor magnetic arrays. What the heck is this? Back to the Future? Parallel Uniforce voice coils. What the heck? Forget those notes. Forget the notes, right? Let's just talk about the sound. And what I'm gonna do here to kind of make this a little easier, we can understand each other, I'm gonna pull out my LCD-2s here, kind of refer them to those. I'll also talk about my Meze. So you know what, we'll have kind of like a lineup here, right? We're going like 1,000, 2,500, and then to 4,500. But first focusing on the LCD-5s right here. How did they sound? And again, I'm primarily playing games here. I have been listening to a lot of music. Got the new Jack White a little early right there. What a fantastic album, by the way. But anyways, the sound of these things. Easiest way to put it before I start rambling a bunch of crazy talk here, purity, okay? Purity. That's it right there. I don't even know if I want to say natural, because straight up purity, all right? I'm playing games right here, okay? In the detail of everything, the raindrops coming down, okay? I'm hearing the raindrops during a combat like scene or something like that. There's all sorts of craziness going on. It was so pure. Now, pure as far as in detail, treble, mids, bass. The bass was definitely on the back end back there. It wasn't heavy hitting, wasn't punchy by any means. I mean, Audeze's never really been heavy bass punchy. It's been crispy bass, But I would say you would notice more bass even coming down here to the LCD2s, right? These are open back, so it's gonna bleed out a little bit right there. So that's kind of a little bit what we have having right there, right? But again, talking about the purity of these games, watching videos, and when I was listening to the new Jack White album, guys, it was like, I was listening to the first bit just on my speakers, just hanging out, sitting back on the couch, checking my phone and whatnot, right? Plugged the headphones in, and it was a whole new album. No joke, it was a whole new album. The sounds, the instruments, everything had its detail from every instrument, no matter where it was coming from. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable, right? Oh man, it's just, I can't really describe it. It was really something. Now, I want to backtrack a little bit and talk about that gaming, using them on gaming right here. You're not getting that detail. You're not getting that competitive edge because they're open back. I'm not even going to go into my rant. You all know how I feel about that, right? But playing Halo with this, since being open back and the bass is on the back end, the footsteps in Halo are a little more bass heavy, right? And it just kind of escaped right there. I couldn't really pinpoint my enemies. I could pinpoint, right, like the detail of the environment or something like that, but not so much, hey, there's an enemy around this corner. You know what I mean? I heard everything pure and everything detailed again, but not that pinpoint. Again, going open back and that bass being in the back end, talking about Halo using a little more bass. I got more with the Audeze and with the Mezzes over here. But again, talking about that, I'm probably confusing you. I'm confusing myself. I'm stumbling over my own words here, right? This is how I want to class this sound, okay? Let's start with the Audeze down here, the LCD2s. These things are fun. They are just crispy, potent, punchy, in your face. You know what I mean? That's what you have right here. The highs are hitting, the bass is back there, the mids are right here. It's fun, it's immersive on any game. Now you got the combination of closed back and everything like that, you know what I mean? But it is an absolute head full of sound. It's seriously fun. Coming up here, the Mezzes, it's a truly natural, just, again, it's a great sound. It really sits in between these because you still have that immersion and that bass and everything. Again, the biggest difference we're talking about here is really closed back, and some of the downfalls I'm stating, I don't even want to say downfalls, but things that were a little bit different for gaming was the open back over here. You know what I mean? Not even the fact of your environment or people around you hearing it, just the sound experience when playing games. And that's when I came to this, and I was playing Call of Duty, right? Multiplayer, and I was like, all right, it's doing what it needs to do, and I'm hearing it, but I was like, all right, it's not really that multiplayer type of headphone for gaming, right? Where I would probably go these routes over here. This was when, and I said, okay, let me shut that down. Let me go on and play the Call of Duty campaign, which I haven't played yet, and it's actually pretty stinking good, right? And I'm playing that, and wow, again, I just kept on playing. I wanted to keep on playing because I felt like I was in the game. It sounds corny and it sounds cheesy, but nerd to nerd, you all know what I'm talking about. When you get sucked into that environment of that game, it's just like, it's game changing. It really is. You got visuals, right? Your monitors, your GPU and all that stuff pushing that. But the sound, I truly think plays the biggest role in the gaming experience. Maybe after your visuals right there. And for a story game, for that immersion, for that music, my gosh, I have never heard anything better. So I hope I didn't lose you guys rambling about the sound right there. Again, it was such a fun experience, and I hope I kind of translated that to you guys without talking about the warmth, the crispness, and the coolness, all these audiophile talks. I want to talk about user to user, gamer to gamer. How is something like this actually sounding when I'm using it in games? You know what I mean? Not what they're saying in marketing material and stuff. How does it stay up there, you $4,500 pair of headphones? I don't want you falling off my table. Can I sit here and recommend you a $4,500 pair of headphones? No, I can't. You're the only one that can decide. It's like going to shop for a car. You don't really get recommended a car. You go test drive it, you sit in it or whatnot, you know, and then you decide if you want it. You do your research and then you decide if you want it. That's what something like this is. Heck, this costs more than a motorcycle I bought yesterday. It's hands down the best thing I have ever put on my ears. Audeze just doesn't seem to fail.